Hey guys, my name's Octi. So I dinged 60 a few days back on my Aoe Paladin, and I've found myself at a bit of a loss on a way forward for the character. So I decided to make this video to kind of just chat with you about the total journey to 60, my thoughts on max level hardcore content, and what life looks like as a prop pally at level 60. In the background, I'll just be doing some huge pulls with full consumables popped, so you can enjoy all the numbers on the screen and see some of the potential of Aoe Pally at max level. I hope you enjoy. A big part of what made leveling this character so fun for me was the way that the spec dares you to push bigger and bigger, faster and faster as you get more comfortable and your gear gets better. You're always shooting for the next power spike. And for me, the last big one was 54 for Skullflame. I had that in my sights for a long time, and that fueled a lot of my motivation. By the late 50s, I was in full payoff mode, pulling a minimum of 12 mobs at a time while AoE farming, pulling 2 or 3 packs at a time in dungeons, except for those BRD double fire destroyer packs. And that felt great. The power of the class and the investment I had made in it really shone through, and I was having a ton of fun. Since hitting 60, things have shifted a little bit. I still open world farm, and it's still fun, but it feels a bit more endless, a bit colder and safer, more clinical almost than it does exploratory or experimental. As far as dungeons go at 60, I feel like I've barely started. I've done Skullments once or twice, Strat Undead once or twice, and they feel different. It's almost like everyone is walking on eggshells. We move really, really slowly through the dungeon, and for good reason. Every other pack has a mechanic to be worried about, a fear, a silence, an AoE pull, whatever. We no longer outlevel the mobs, and no one wants to risk making a bigger pull in their 15th strat live clear just to restart an Elwyn Forest 5 minutes later. Maybe that's my ADHD Mythic Plus coded brain, but the gameplay doesn't really grab me anymore in these dungeons. At the same time, they're a hard requirement if you want to participate in the game post 60. Farming your pre-bis is non-optional, and you're at the mercy of drop rates. You're in these dungeons for days or weeks. So I guess that's my first major reflection on the reality of level 60 content on a hardcore server, is that to continue making meaningful progress on your character, it feels like going for a pretty long, pretty slow, occasionally terrifying jog through some fairly repetitive landscape. But that's sort of the name of Classic WoW, I guess, and I think every Classic player understands that the grind only really starts once you hit 60. If you want to raid, you need to do these dungeons. And that wouldn't be a huge problem for me if it weren't for what in retrospect is an even more glaringly obvious fact, which is that Prot Paladin is a meme spec. It's a meme spec to bring to the majority of raid encounters, but on hardcore it goes a step further, and I think it's really just a strict liability. Even if Prot has the single highest theoretical TPS in early phases of all tanks, I don't think anyone in hardcore will risk bringing a prop pally because the spec is just incomplete. It lacks a taunt. It's not worth the risk. There are fights where you can make it work. Maybe a Nixia, right? With P2 when she's in the air, Prot can continue building threat. But the majority of raid encounters are just not built for prop pally to function. And that means that raiding on hardcore would probably require me to play Holy. And not just play Holy, but farm its pre-bis in some dungeons that I find pretty boring. So that leaves me with the first option for this character. Farm out my pre-bis, go Holy, and heal raids on hardcore until I die, or I use my 1000th Petri Flask. As I've already mentioned, I'm not the biggest fan of how these dungeons play out at 60. I'm not sure I would enjoy Holy gameplay in a classic context either. I've played Holy Pally to top 200 Europe in Mythic Plus, and even that content got boring at some point. I'm really, really enjoying the fantasy of classic Prot Pally, and I'm really looking forward to making Prot focused content moving forward. So going Holy feels a little bit anticlimactic almost. So that highlights another option. I could farm my pre-bis on the hardcore server for content, kill my character in a blaze of glory, divine intervention someone, save their life, and then look for a guild on PvE servers that would be more willing to take a meme spec along. For this option, I've always been enchanted by the idea of raiding, whether it's Hall of Fame progress on retail or raiding in Classic with a guild of mostly friends. but every time I've tried to stick to a schedule, I've managed to burn myself out of raiding. It's possible the added adrenaline of hardcore would make raiding interesting enough to keep my brain coming back for more. That's a point in the column for potentially respecting Holy, but would I like classic Holy Pally? Feels a bit circular. All in all, it doesn't feel like a safe bet to kill my character off in hardcore just to go do content I'm not sure I would even enjoy. The third route that I see is just to fully lean in on what I've enjoyed the most until now, which is open world content on an Aoe Paladin. I can view my existing level 60 as a vehicle to push the limits on open world farming. I can try to maximize my gold per hour, test out spots. I can buy the occasional raid spot or drop when people are super overgearing Molten Core and BWL in later phases and slowly collect my tier 2 gear. That sounds fun to me. And I think the most fun is that I can use that effort to fund other characters and other projects. Leveling an AoE Pally has been some of the most gratifying content I've ever experienced playing WoW. Watching that bar go up after every pull, little sharp inhales of breath when I'm swapping my aura to heal and thinking, did I swap too late? Is this it? Planning out my levels and my investments to make the most impact on my EXP per hour. It was so fun, I'm even planning on doing it again. Leveling a Pally, going pure AoE from 20 to 60 without a single quest on stream and captured in episodes here on my YouTube channel. And so I guess this is the direction I'm currently leaning in. Option 3, the gold battery route. Continue exploring the limits of AoE Pally while leveling and farming in the open world on another character. I haven't quite made my mind up yet, so let me know in the comments down below if you're more interested in content down any of these 3 directions, or if you want to share your thoughts with me live. You can catch me at twitch.tv/Octi and Osa. I hope this makes sense and shed some lights on the future of the channel, and see you guys soon.
Literally?
Heal! Start healing! I can't do it!
Oh my god!
Heal!
I can't eat stone!
Oh no 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 no!
Drowning! You're drowning! 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 Drown! 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 You're drowning!
Oh my god. I was above the water. Watch the clip. Watch the tape.
Yeah, restore my character.
Watch the tape. Can you do that?
No.
Fuck.
Have you not been training your spells?
I have. They don't automatically rank them.
You have to replace them on your cast bar.
Homie's level 14.
Okay.
Oh my god, dude.
Okay. Oh, stand still.
Oh my god.
No. Run to town.
I don't have nameplates.
I tanked them. Help. Run to town. Yes. Run to the road. I have aggro.
Oh my god. I don't have nameplates on, brother. I see a rabbit. Oh my god.
The guard is helping us.
Enemy units on, brother. Help!
No. Holy fuck, bro.
Lena,
Get to
I'm
the
so
town.
sorry.
Get to the town. I'm shitting myself right now.